the classification of dimensionality according to various formats will give rise to equations that can be used to describe the physical phenomena of light body. Light body, of course, has characteristics of the physical world, yet it has fourth-dimensional characteristics as well. These characteristics are not defined by time, yet time is part of another dimension that has an effect on the space-time reality. The classification of light body and light energy, light spirit, and light being within this dimension gives rise to the classification of those attributes within a system that is classifiable by its attributes as they relate to the primary dimensions of space, which we would call length, width, breadth, or XYZ format, bringing in the concept of the other dimension, light dimension, arises the classification of various dimensional types of classifications that are within a framework of equations. This framework of equations that relates to light body has similar characteristics as three-dimensional dimensionality, and those dimensions are the starting point for what is to come. Looking at the classifications of light body in time gives a specific type of classification of light body formulas or equations that can be used for defining light body attributes. Therefore, in any particular classification of the axis of coordinates of dimensionality, including the XYZ coordinates in space, we would see that using just the coordinates of length and time, that we have various types of equations, such as length divided by time as velocity. And if we get into using this basic format, the format of having light energy as being a quality such as electrical charge might be, or mass might be, these types of classifications allow the classification of multi-dimensional attributes to all parts, and gives a knowledge of how light body works in physical reality as well, as there is what we would say an overlay of the dimensional equation. What is occurring here is that when we have the quality such as 0, there is no dimension, yet say with length L1, L2, L3 gives the 3 dimensions of length. Yet, can we call L4 another dimension of length? Or is it another dimensional quality or quantity? That question will be tested by physics, but in this dimensional format, which may have its mirroring counterpart in those other equations, yet in this dimensional format, the equations that are pertinent would have a conjunction of qualities such as mass and light body. Light body in itself is a quality such as mass. So when you have a equation such as, taking for instance the velocity of length divided by time, and you add mass to that, you have momentum, and that is mass moving along through space and time. Now if you add light body to that equation, we would call that light body mass momentum. So, and if we were to eliminate mass, it would be simply light body momentum, because light body can move through space and time, through the 3 dimensions of space and time. Now, if we were to take the equation to the next step, we would see that light body as a quality is also a quality that can be measured by amount of, or per light body. And this is a type of reckoning of a equational balancing of the universe in its balance with the individual light body.